As some Mag 7 stocks stall out, demand is surging for what we're calling the private Mag 7. Our Mackenzie Sagalos has some of those numbers in today's Tech Check. Morning, Mac.
Hey, good morning, Carl. So we have got the latest reshuffle of the private Magnificent Seven, late-stage venture-backed companies named after the public market Mag 7. Now the bellwethers of private market performance, they're worth $1.2 trillion combined, nearly doubling in the past year, according to new data from Forge Global. That's triple the gains of their public market counterparts. Anthropic overtaking both Stripe and Databricks to claim the #3 spot behind OpenAI and SpaceX, a major shakeup for a company that didn't even exist 4 years ago. And these firms are young, barely 8 years old on average, but some are growing revenue up to 300% on billion-dollar bases, something that Forge says the private market has never seen. And investor demand is intense. 19 firms in Forge's AI basket have raised $65 billion this year. That is 77% of all private market capital raised. Even Sam Altman, the man who lit this fuse 3 years ago with ChatGPT, admits that valuations are insane and calls today's frenzy a bubble, even as he insists that AI is the most important thing to happen in a very long time. Now, with that much capital on tap, IPOs are hardly necessary, but Forge CEO Kelly Rodriguez tells me there is a force that could still push them public.
If these stocks are liquid and they've got access to as much capital as they can get, then there is a question of whether a regulation comes into play and says you're too big to be private.
Now, even though not many AI startups are opting for an IPO, their fingerprints are all over the public market through big acqui-hires, talent and tech being scooped up by listed giants eager for AI exposure. Guys?
It really does make you wonder what those valuations will look like when and if they go public. Mackenzie.
Right. I mean, we saw a Netscope list yesterday up 18%, but the argument is that they are worth so much more in the private markets, really frothy conditions here. I will say I'm having conversations with VCs. There's also the flip side of this where it's risky from an investor standpoint. You've got Scale AI, Meta taking a 49% stake in that company to the tune of almost $15 billion. Scale AI was on this private Mag 7 list. They've dropped down. So there's a question of what one of these so-called zombie companies is worth once big tech swoops in.